you know what people have. You know, Jordan is, they call him the GOAT, whatever. You know, LeBron is the king. Kobe, Mamba, Shaq, unstoppable. Sorry, the most unstoppable. We're gonna have to call SGA the unethical baller. That's going to be his moniker,
The guy
and
who
that's
had a
gonna stick.
better
That's gonna
regular
stick.
scoring season than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, of course he's going
A
to win.
regular
Of course,
championship season regular
if
scoring
if
than Michael
if
Jordan.
you
You're
are
gonna call him
if
unethical one.
if you're averaging that many free throws, you better be the highest scorer, bro. If you're averaging that many free throws, if it's a quarter of your game, of course you better
Great
get 300
players,
titles.
great players draw fouls.
This season,
Minus the free throws, he would have led the
210
league in scoring.
plus given. That's why it's called
Minus the
free
free
throws.
throws, he would have led the league in
You guys
scoring.
were giving it. You guys, you know more than anybody that free throw is going to affect the way people defend you, bro. When we can't touch you, when we can't even go near you, of course it's gonna
So would you not
playing the
applaud
man's
someone then
defenders.
for perfecting their game to
No,
keep
because we
defenders
didn't
on their
do it with
toes? He
Harden.
led the league
We
in
didn't do it with
drives.
Harden.
You
We
hear it
didn't do it with
you
Harden.
hear it every season.
We
Coach always say
didn't
you gotta
do
be
it.
aggressive.
We didn't do it
Be
with Harden.
aggressive.
Is the truth right? Is he ruining basketball? Is he, as he said, the
It's like
master
one guy
beater?
came and ruined
Is
basketball.
is SGA that guy, or is Mr. KA right? Is it the refs to blame? Are there other players that do it? Is SGA only being called out because he's got cane rows? Like, we need to know the answer to this. Is the truth right? Is it because SGA is going against Dr. Umar as to why as to why
Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Nights of the Roundtable Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. First of all, I want to say welcome back to The Truth. How are you doing, sir?
Lovely, my friend. I can't wait for this. This is the one I had to come for. You know, this is unfinished business going on here, bro.
This guy's been dipping in and out every now and again, bro. They're just popping his head in and then popping out.
This is the one. I can't miss this.
I know. And people, listen, this guy hasn't been here since Ghana got knocked out of the World Cup, bro.
Oh, shit.
That's how long this guy hasn't been here. So we have to say a very big welcome back to Mr. KA. How are you doing, sir?
What up? What's up, people? I'm good. How are you guys doing, man? I know you missed me. Especially The Truth. I know he's missed me.
We're gonna see, bro.
People, listen. It's been a long time coming. Listen, I've been talking about NBA talk for the past 2 years, bruv. It has been a hard struggle. People thought that it was never gonna come back. People thought it got cancelled, right? But we had to get the deal done. Mr. K made it difficult. He wanted his image rights. He wanted to get paid up front. He wanted his own dressing room.
Well, you know, high ticket, man.
He wanted guaranteed 20 minutes of talk time.
I don't
For
know.
me to get him
I'm
back
not the anti-truth. It's cool.
Get him back on the poddy. But people, yes, it is back. NBA talk is back. I'm excited. I know the man them are excited. This is going to be the one. We're going to be obviously recapping what happened in the NBA finals. We're going to be talking about the season ahead. And we're going to be talking about certain comments that some people's GOAT made, which makes absolutely no sense. But as usual, before we start, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up at the same time. Share. We are here. And don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. Right. Starting first, obviously, NBA Finals took place. What was it? It's been about a month ago now, isn't it? We were like a month behind or something like that. Something along those lines. Kay's been celebrating all this time.
It's only been about 2 weeks now.
End of June, no?
That's it.
Nah, it's middle of June, isn't it?
It's been a while.
They're in summer league.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been about 3-4 weeks.
Damn.
Maybe even longer.
Nah, bro, we were arguing up to like 2 weeks ago. Maybe that's how long.
Because you lot just kept it going.
That's mad. Yeah, it's been a bit still.
But listen, people, OKC became the NBA champions the first time in franchise history, dealing with the Indiana Pacers, beating them 4-3 in the series. Obviously, SGA winning NBA Finals MVP, regular season MVP, and bringing a title to OKC. And people, listen, any NBA talks we've had, he's probably been the most quietest one here because he's been in the trenches. It's been hard for him. He hasn't been able to be joyous in such a long time, and that's including footy chat as well with his team Arsenal. But we have to give Mr. KA his flowers because OKC have finally brought it home. Mr. KA, how are you feeling? Tell us how
We
joyous
got the
you're
ring,
feeling.
baby. We got the ring. OKC champs. Trust the process. I said it. I picked them in the draft, the sweepstakes. I won that too. Give me my flowers for that as well. You know, pick the winning team, and yeah, man, the prophecy was fulfilled. OKC won the NBA Finals, and for some reason, people are still not happy. But we have best player in the league, best team in the league, and we're gonna run it back. Let's go.
Man said we're going to run it back already. We'll get to that. But yeah, look, it was fantastic in the regular season. I think you were first season before in the West, but this season even better, 68-14 in the regular season. You then went into the postseason. You swept the Grizzlies in the first round, had a very difficult second round series against the Nuggets that you guys won 4-3. Gentleman's sweep of the Timberwolves and then beating Indiana 4-3 in the finals. The journey was a good one for you lot, but I just wanted to get your perspective because obviously it is the first one. How good does it feel to finally get it over the line and you can say, and OKC can say, we are the champions?
Yeah, no, of course it feels good because it was a long season. Last season we was a good team and we couldn't get over the line. We still had some growing up to do, but this season we could, as I said, prophecy was fulfilled. And some people think it's a bit scripted and it was the NBA prophecy that was fulfilled. But now, as a team, we had like a lot of winning records. We had a lot of good defensive records. We proved that we were the best team, and we made some great additions for this season, adding guys like Caruso, and yeah, we was managed to like seal the deal. So it's been a long time coming. We came close with KD, Harden, and Westbrook. Couldn't get done. We couldn't get over the line. Ran into some good teams back then, but this team, it's a debate which is the better team. But for the right here and now, OKC, I think we proved that we were the better team and that we deserved this ring.
You have to say it's deserved because at the end of the day, when you look at all the stats and everything that goes with it, it goes hand in hand. The fact that you had the best record in the league, the fact that obviously you guys were top seeds and went through the NBA finals and obviously obviously everyone knows the West is the tougher half of the league, and then obviously taking on the Pacers. You can say whether the Pacers deserved it or not, because obviously Boston were hurt, but that's a debate for a different day, just the way how it goes. Truth, let's leave that one person out of it for now. We are going to get there, but just from your perspective, obviously not being an OKC fan, how did you see or take OKC winning the NBA championship this season?
First of all, I like to give KA his flowers because obviously some nostalgia. If you go back to our early NBA talks, OKC was in the mud. I remember talking when this is when you guys first started tanking, and then you guys were nowhere near where it is now. And you did say trust the process.
Just a couple of seasons ago, man, we were like a 24-win team.
That's the biggest shock. It got to
just
the point
where
we didn't even talk about them on NBA Talk, bro.
Yeah, you guys were tanking. You guys are irrelevant. I was literally after what's his name left, after Westbrook left. And you guys just said, "Yep, it's time to not Westbrook." Sorry, who do you guys have? It was Westbrook, isn't it?
No, we
Who do
had
you guys
guys
trade?
like we had Paul George, SG, like Gritty,
No,
all
not
them guys.
yeah. It was after they broke up, and then they went separate ways. You guys just started
Oladipo, we
tanking.
had these was our
Yeah,
superstars, guy. Oladipo.
Hmm.
yeah, and then you guys just started tanking, and then that was it. You guys disappeared, and then you guys, as you said, let's go trust the process. To be honest, it's a success story of rebuilding. It is a
Yeah.
success story of rebuilding. So as I said, I will give you your flowers because as I said nostalgia comes up. First NBA talks, all the stuff was there. Um, that being said, I know TJ said we're gonna get into it, but we can't. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah, and that's a certain Mr. Silva writing up a beautiful script that played out beautifully for OKC to go and steal a title from Pacers and Paul Halliburton, who really deserved something from that series. But I want TJ to touch on it, and so we can fully get into the nitty gritty. No more glaze. Let's talk about the truth. That's what I'm here for. That's my name. So we're gonna talk about that.
Listen, we are going to get into it. Obviously, you mentioned the Pacers, who did quite well, to be fair, in their journey to the
It
NBA
was
Finals.
a generational run. It was an
Yeah,
epic generational run. It was unfortunately ended with Halliburton's injury.
yeah,
Um,
and
me
he was
personally,
on smoke. He was on smoke in that
we
game 7.
we know
Hey, he
we
played like
know
8 minutes, man. That smoke don't mean nothing. Like
no.
he
We
played
know
like
what
that doesn't predict what he was going to do for the rest of the game. People have had good starts, bad
KA
starts.
we know what a generational game looks like. We're not thing here. We're not new to the sport. This guy started off and he was gonna end this game in the first quarter. You
He
guys were
was
not
taking
hitting.
spot up shots. He made a couple of threes. What did he do?
No. Bro, you know the way he was playing, he was gonna go off. He was away. He knew what needed to be done. I really, really thought at the start that this game was gonna be over because the nerves in that stadium. If he kept on hitting that shot, you guys would have crumbled. I know it for sure. You guys would have crumbled because the fact that the Pacers stayed in with a chance all the way through until the third quarter and then had a little comeback in the fourth quarter. I know for a fact if Halliburton was there, that game was being ended. Um, it's going to be ended, but alas, unfortunately, it was Achilles, isn't it? He
Yeah, he did
ruptured
his
his
Well,
Achilles.
it
Achilles.
was a calf injury, but the Achilles is what went because of the.
Yeah,
It's obviously all linked up
and
and
look,
attached and stuff.
and yeah, and to be honest, he was injured before, and he did have a tight calf, as KA has mentioned. He did have a really tight calf, so it was always a risk to.
He had to though.
But yeah, there's always a risk to play him through. But when you, as you asked, KD, when you have to play on an injured calf, that's always likelihood of happening. And boy, some people never return the same. So I pray he can return to something like his best, but it's going to be a long road back.
And he has to take the example of KD because when KD did it, everybody thought he was over. Everyone was saying he's never going to be the same. All right, fair enough. He hasn't won a championship, but the way how he's playing individually, he is, we could say, about 90% back to his best, and the way how his career is still going on till this
I don't. I
day.
don't think. I don't think he's 90%, bro. I
I
think
think he is. I think he
no,
is. And
so,
in terms of the scoring, there's not much difference.
I know because remember he was always even the scoring though. One thing that he's misses now, yeah, is that drive. He doesn't have that no more.
The
Yeah,
explosiveness as
explosive
Yeah.
well.
drive. He
But
doesn't have
also
that
that
no
comes
more.
with age as well.
Yeah, but
He
he's
does.
changed.
Halliburton is still young.
He's
So,
changed
yeah.
his game, so,
Yeah, he's
and
changed
he's
the game.
adapted.
Yeah.
And he's still getting the points. So, but obviously, it's not amounting to anything because, with the Brooklyn Nets, Phoenix Suns, it's just been a shit show for him. But
Well,
now
he's at the Rockets now, so
yeah, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll see. But yeah, honorable mention to the Indiana Pacers because they did so well to get to where they got to, and it's just annoying because whenever we get to a final, we want to see the best. We want to see who is the best and who is going to win when everybody is out on the floor. And unfortunately, we were robbed of that with Halliburton, but hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. Probably looking at what, season and a half from now or something like that, 2 seasons maybe before he's back, and then hopefully he can get to some form of what he had in these NBA
I think
finals
it
in this
depends
season.
on the season that Pacers will have. If he's,
It's going to be different though. Without him, they're going to struggle.
yeah, and they traded Turner as well to Bucks.
Yes, to the
So,
Bucks to
yeah,
try and keep Giannis, which we still don't know if Giannis is going to stay at the Bucks.
yeah. So
But,
so it depends on their season whether they're gonna rush him back at the end, did it? So if not,
hey, let's talk about the main man, the guy, the go-to, the man that the man that has averaged 32.7 points per game in the regular season, 6.4 assists, 5 rebounds. The man that has averaged 8.8 free throws this season.
Yeah.
The man that averaged 29.9 points per game, 6.5 assists, and 5.3 rebounds in the playoffs. SGA. KA, as a leader and as a talent, this guy showed why he is one of the best players in the NBA. Obviously, from yourself being OKC fan, you're going to say he is the best. He is the best right now. It's undeniable. He is the best right now. We can talk about who's the best
Jordan
overall
Shrug,
and blah, blah, blah. Don't
Best right now.
Don't compare him to Jordan. No,
I said Jordan Shrug as in you're spitting facts.
Okay.
What can I say?
SGA is not the best right now. Let's not do this, guys.
He said one of, man. Chill.
No, he said that he's the best right now. He's not the best right now. Yeah.
NBA voted.
Joker is still alive. Yeah, Joker's still alive. There's much more better people you still would rather have your team around. Curry's still a top 5 player. Yeah. Tatum's still around. You know,
Speedy
Doncic
recovery to him as well, actually. Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum as well. Doncic is still around. Come on, guys, let's not do this. Yeah, just because they don't have the team built around him like SJ and don't have Adam Silver on their side like SJ doesn't mean they're, not the same. But we get into that. Let K have his moment.
But K, no, wait,
he was letting go in it.
Wait.
He was fitting, wasn't he?
Build up. But the positives, K, because at the end of the day, this is a young man. What is he? 25? K, 26?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something in those. And he took this team. He is the leader of his team, and he took this team, put them on his back, and said, "I'm going to carry you to the promised land." How great has SGA been for OKC? And second question for you, K, before we get into the debate with the truth. Where does he rank as a player at OKC? Ooh. So it's a 2-part question. After this, giving them this championship.
Rank as well, Oklahoma's history is not that.
Yeah, but you've had great players.
Long, so because
obviously KD, PG, Westbrook. Not the other guy.
Haven't actually thought about this, but based on championships and stats and you probably have to rank him as number 1 because none of the other players brought a championship to the to OKC, and he led the team. So
is he better than Westbrook? I know Westbrook has
no, but so that's the thing. So Westbrook was averaging a triple-double, so he was also balling.
Was he averaging triple-double at OKC, or was it when he left?
No, he averaged it for 2 or 3 seasons
at OKC. Yeah,
yeah.
So it's probably them two, top 2, because KD had the scoring titles, but Westbrook was an MVP at OKC and also SGA. So them two are top 2, but then he brought a championship, so he probably has to be the best player in OKC's history. Yeah, because what he's done, what he did in the game as a player on and off the court, the leadership, the way he brought the team together. We saw the camaraderie and the family, and the togetherness in the interviews, in training, on the pitch. Oh, sorry, I'll say on the pitch, on the court, on the court. Even when he won the MVP, even when he won the trophy, he said, "This MVP is also for my right hand man, J Dub." So it shows the type of guy that he is, and that he's a team player. He's selfless, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. So yeah, on and off the court, probably has to rank him as number one in OKC's short history.
No, it's good. I mean, I'm glad that you mentioned Jay Will because he's been good. Holgram as well. Who's the other guy?
Caruso balled out. I thought Caruso was very underrated.
Who?
He got his
Caruso.
flowers. Caruso got his flowers.
Caruso.
That's that
Caruso done a job,
experience.
bro.
That's that experience from us, Lakers.
Yeah.
That's that
2-time. You know, that was his first parade with OKC because LA's championship was COVID, so he didn't get a parade.
Corona. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Letting go Caruso has been one of the worst moves I've seen you guys do, man. That guy's just.
I didn't want him to go.
Those kind of players. You need those kind of players.
I didn't want him to go, but I can't remember why we let him go in the first place. Because remember, he went to the Bulls. You lot got him from the Bulls.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bruv. When it comes to the Lakers organization, I don't know what goes on up there, bruv. Some of the stuff they do makes absolutely no sense.
But they got new ownerships now, so
I'm
got 8.
hoping there's something positive. But KA, let's just roll it back a little bit. Truth, we are getting there. I know you're itching, but we're trying to build it. We're building up to the crescendo. Obviously, 2019, Paul George says, I want to leave. I want to join Kawhi at the Clippers. All right. You lot agree to it. You got SGA, you got Gallinari, and you got first round picks. From those first round picks, it gave you Jay Will, and I can't remember, there was somebody else as well. Back then, people would have said, what the hell are you doing because of the talent that Paul George was? But in hindsight, obviously, with you lot doing the rebuild and basically saying, you know what, we're going to shut up shop, we're just going to clear it all out, start again, and build. And within that 6-year time period, it has given you a championship. I know you were upset when you traded Paul George. I remember it. But looking back now, was that the biggest and best decision OKC ever made because of what it has led to, especially the fact that you acquired SGA once that was done?
Ever made? Wow, that's a big statement, but I guess so, because it brought us the championship, and no one would have expected it, because even I didn't expect it. As you said, I was like, what's going on with Podcast P? But I guess he wanted to go to LA to promote that podcast, so he went off to do his thing, and yeah, we got SGA. No one even expected him to to even elevate to the heights that he did, because he wasn't this good when he got to OKC, and he proved a lot. So yeah, that was a big trade. It brought us SGA. It helped us acquire other players. Obviously, we traded Gallinari, and we moved and shaked with our picks, and we was able to get SGA and build that team, and we drafted well, and that's what's helped us get
drafted
to where
very well, getting Chet as well.
Yeah, getting Chet.
And you still got first round picks as well.
And we still got first round picks as well to come as well.
It's crazy. Right. So, SGA, obviously, we've built him up. However, there are some that say, obviously, it was scripted. There are some that say Adam Silver and OKC had the referees in their pocket. There are some that say there is a certain player that, what's the way I look at it, that bends the rules until it can't be bent anymore. And we've seen a lot of clips. There's been a lot of arguing in the group chat about SGA. Truth, over to you. What is it about SGA that seems to rub people up the wrong way? Because we saw this with Harden, right, to a certain extent, and it really
and we didn't accept it.
Yeah,
we didn't accept it.
Really rubbed people up the wrong way.
Yeah.
Even though, to be fair, like, who cares, brothers? Harden, like, he deserves to get criticized, like, so, honestly. But you said we didn't accept it then. So, why is it being accepted now? Is SGA just using the rules to his advantage, or do you just see that there's some underhand thing going on, and this is why they won the championship, and this is why he got the MVP, because he's, let's put it in, cheating? Is that it? Is that it, or is there something else that's going on here?
Let's start from the beginning. All right. The beginning was James Harden. We did not accept it back then when this guy was jumping into people after his shot, grabbing people's arms. We never accepted it. But you know what we said? We said you could get away with that in the regular season. Postseason, let's see. When it came to postseason, when he wasn't getting those calls, when he was pulling up and taking those shots and not getting those extra free throws, and people were being extra off, James Harden disappeared. Apart from that one in 2018, but then he did choke. He did choke in that last game.
We still got we got another example in the first round.
Yeah, so you know we have that, but the reason is the postseason is supposed to be where we see real basketball. Now let's fast forward. Ever since then, there's not been a player like him. Yes, KA. There have been players that have flopped, yeah, and they may get free throws. You know, they may steal a free throw here or there, but generally in the postseason, we're talking about the purest form of basketball. Tough defense, hard rhythm. This is postseason basketball. I don't mind it, but we can put up with it because everyone is here to watch the postseason anyway. Now let's fast forward to this season. Let's go for the stats. All right. SGA last year, 81 free throws. Can anyone guess what this year SGA got? How many free throws he got? Anyone?
Enlighten us.
Okay.
No? Was it 100 plus?
200. 210 plus free throws. Fact check it. I've done my research for that. I told you I've done my research for this. Yeah. Over 120% increase in his free throws for this season.
State your sources, mate.
SGA in his first ever NBA Finals has gone into the top 10 of free throws attempts in a NBA final. All right. Now let's get to the why. It's very clear to see. All right. SGA is an amazing player. I think he's got an amazing pull-up game. His pull-up game is really good. I love it. He's got tricks. He's got spots that he can score from. It's very hard to predict where he's going. He doesn't need to really add this, but okay, in the regular season, I can see him doing it. Maybe to steal an MVP from the real MVP Joker. Fine, do what you need to. You want to steal MVPs? Go ahead. It doesn't matter. But come postseason, this stuff needs to be eradicated. Because postseason is all about momentum. It's all about defense. It's all about strategy. It's all about the chess game. When you take a lot of those things out for an individual player, it's impossible. It's literally the way Jordan complained back before he started winning his rings. And then we had to change the rules for Jordan. This guy is getting away with people breathing on him in the postseason. I saw one person look at SGA. SGA got 3 free throws. Just for looking at him. Just for looking at him. Yeah. I'm seeing unprecedented things here at a what do you call it? Consistent clip of people not even being able to go near SGA in postseason. Forget regular season, postseason. That we saw the clips versus in the Nugget series. The same foul, literally back to back, that SGA got, Joker didn't get. surely there was agendas there. Surely there was agendas. When you're averaging 25% of your scoring, every single game is free throws, something is mad. And what makes it worse of this unethical baller, because that's going to be his name from now on, this unethical baller, because that's what he is purposely foul baiting. He's a master baiter. Yes, that's what he is. No cap. This is his name. He is the champion of it. He leans in to draw the foul. He normally grabs an arm. He flops the trifecta, the perfectionist of what Harden was. He's perfected what Harden is doing. But it's even worse because he is getting these calls in postseason. And this is what pisses me off, because postseason basketball is about momentum. It's about swings. Imagine you can get a 3-point swing off one innocuous play, especially when you feel it's unfair. It's you know, when you feel it's unfair, it's a whole momentum swing there. You can go up because your mind isn't the correct. You're gonna miss the next shot. Your team's gonna feel aggrieved. This stuff is happening at a consistent basis. And when you think 2 of the games that OKC played went 7 games, we're talking about fine margins. I'm not talking about the sweep of Grizzly. I'm not talking about them beating Timberwolves. I'm talking about the fine margins in those 2 games, in the 2 series that went to 7 games. I am hoping for the life of me that this has not changed the NBA. Because next season, I wouldn't be surprised now if all of the young players be like, you know what? This is going to work in postseason now. Let's start foul baiting. Yeah? Let's start driving into and trying to catch fouls. Let's try all these underhanded, unethical baller tactics. It's gonna be unbearable to watch. Because that's what happens when people win. People want to copy that strategy. And this is what SGA has brought. And this is why I'm so against this chip. Yes, I'll give them their flowers for their journey. But for the way they want it, not for me. Fake chip. Go ahead, Kay. The floor is yours. Respond. Rebuttal. Whatever you've got.
Oh my.
Look, I'm back there, Mr. K. Go for it, bro. I'm just here.
This guy was just spewing, and he was just waffling half the time.
No, don't say I waffle because I dropped facts there.
Because
I dropped 2 facts in there.
These stats can tell you and paint any picture you want to paint. Yeah, because you didn't talk about how SGA led the league in scoring, and you didn't talk about how SGA would have led the league in scoring without the free throws. You didn't talk about that. You didn't talk about SGA being the 4th player in NBA history to win scoring title, regular season MVP, finals MVP, and NBA championship. And this is the guy that you say is unethical.
Who's the other 3? Have you got the other 3?
Kareem, Jordan, and Shaq.
Just to LeBron's not there. Carry on.
Yeah. So you don't mention any of those things. He led the reason why he's so good at getting to the line, because he leads the leagues in drives. He plays the game in the right way. He's aggressive. He knows how to play.
He leads the league in drives. I agree.
He led the league in drives.
I agree for this.
So obviously, if he's gonna lead the league in drives, he's gonna get to the free throw because he's driving to the rim, and people are trying to stop him. They're not gonna just let him.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those points.
He started. Did I interrupt you, bro?
I have to.
Did I interrupt you?
You couldn't address
because I can't hear you now. By the way, Truth, gonna look at that. But yeah, while she's sorting that out, he's just impossible to guard, and I just think your beef is not with
impossible to guard.
Yes, and your beef is not with SGA. It's not with OKC. It's with the refs.
No,
and that's
SGA.
what everyone's beef is with.
SGA.
Everyone's beef is with the refs. He plays the game in the right way. Plays
what do you
with
mean
a smile
right
on
way?
his face. He plays. So he plays to how the
flop?
game is played now. Because
you telling me he doesn't flop?
He doesn't. Joker flops. If you're talking about people flopping, Joker flops. LeBron flops.
I'm not talking. No.
If you're talking about people flopping,
I'm not talking about people that don't get calls. Yeah, that have to flop to get a call.
Sorry. Is it my internet? Because I can't hear.
TJ, can you hear me?
True.
Yeah, I can hear you.
TJ, can you hear me?
Okay.
I think it might be yours. Can you hear me?
You
Not
can't-
clearly.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I didn't
Okay.
hear what you said in reply to what I
No,
was saying.
I said, look, I'm not talking about Joker and LeBron, who are notorious people for not getting calls because of their size. I'm talking about a serial flopper.
But then you talk
I'm
about people not getting calls because of their size. What's his name? The Greek Freak. He took the second most free throw attempts. So you can't even say that because of his size. People
He's
are refereeing him
actually
different.
fouled though. I'm talking
The
about
Greek Freak got to the line. He got to the line, and he made. But then was people complain? People complained when he was getting calls. Every year, fans just need someone to complain about.
When
Greek Freak
Giannis was
won,
getting fouled, we are
people
seeing with
complained.
our eyes.
When
We are seeing
Curry
with our
was
eyes.
doing all the free plays, people complained saying we need to change the rules because it's too easy for GSW. He was getting you talking about 3-point swings. He was getting 4-point swings because he was getting fouled on his jump shots because the way he took them and his movement. Where was you complaining then? You can't complain when people are playing the game in the right way and they just got an advantage. People are just haters.
We didn't get this at a consistent. We didn't get this at a consistent flip. We didn't get a consistent clip as much as we're getting in the postseason with SGA. And I'm not talking about these
with the
one-offs
because he's just playing.
No, it's an SGA
game.
because he's foul baiting. He's foul baiting. I'm sorry, he's foul baiting at ridiculous level.
Foul baiting, as you said earlier, he jumps on.
And he didn't. He never got it.
SGA jumping on players and then getting fouled.
I agree, and we hated it. We hated it.
That's
and in the
foul
postseason,
baiting. That's flopping.
I know,
SGA
and we
weren't
hated
doing none
it.
of those stuff. He wasn't doing any of those things, man.
What?
It's just that when the people don't have an answer for him, they say, "Oh, he's foul baiting," and they complain. Like these are professionals, isn't it?
You can't have an answer for someone that you can't even look at. People have to turn away because it's like as soon as you look at him, 3 shots. You're like, what? There's literal clips that I've shown you where he just breezed past people, and you hear the beep, and you're thinking, what's going on? I haven't even touched him.
Yeah,
he's foul baiting, and the refs are giving. As I said, for me, this is all because of what him and OKC represent, and that is this new generation, social media. You're gonna utilize social media, get all the young people in, do these stupid dances, do these silly gimmicks like throwing towels on each other. Yes, it's gonna get the new fans. The I show speed fans, the idiot fans.
Let's ask this question: when all the NBA players were doing dances on their bench, you see them with their legs just going back and forth.
We're talking about one-off. We're talking about one-off stuff.
Teams were doing it for seasons. Like for one game, they did that. They were dancing all throughout on the bench.
Live on social media.
When players have their celebrations and their trademarks, when LeBron's throwing smoke in the air or powder in the air, when Jet is doing this after he scores, when Dame Time is doing this, is that not gimmicks? Is that not social media stuff? Dame Time. So what's your beef with OKC when they do it?
Dame time is totally okay. That's just everyone had a signature.
Okay.
Everyone from the beginning of time had a signature.
Down to interpretation. Well, what's SGA's signature?
Foul baiting. That's his gimmick, bro. His gimmick is foul baiting.
That's his gimmick.
Everyone's doing it now. I'm literally playing pickup games and I see people flipping foul baiting, flopping all the time. He's brought in a new generation now. You're going to see. You're going to just see stoppage after stoppage.
Impressive footwork is just what people couldn't handle. He knew how to create space. He speeds up, slows down, creates angles at the right time.
And this is the most disappointing thing because
defenders can't handle it.
He doesn't need to do it. No, he doesn't need to do it because he's such a good scorer. He doesn't need to do it. He's such a good scorer. It takes away from the game. He doesn't need to do it.
That's how he scores. That means he doesn't need to do it.
He doesn't need to flop. He doesn't need to foul bait. He doesn't need to do this unethical stuff because he's good enough to score.
I just said the way he plays, the way he speeds, slows down, creates angles, pulls up. You know he's gonna do it. Just like with Curry, you know he's gonna run around, get to the 3-point spot.
I do not mind him.
That's what great players are. Their minds are quicker than.
I don't even mind if you were shameless and you're accepting it, but the fact that you're trying to deny the truth and what he's doing.
I'm not denying that.
That's the most disappointing thing.
I didn't deny that.
That's the worst thing.
Of course, he's getting to the line. It's part of his game.
No. It's being unethical? I know.
No, getting to the line.
That should be. That's his moniker.
Blowing up because if He's not gonna turn around and say, "Oh no, here you go, take the ball back. I'm not gonna accept the free throw."
What do
That's
you
the
mean accept
game
the free
part.
throw? Don't. I'm
I'm
not talking
saying
about
that's
that.
not. He's not gonna
I'm
do
not
that.
get
So
your
it's
free
part of the
throw.
game. He's not
I'm
gonna.
not get your free throw. I'm talking about his foul baiting. Talk about his foul baiting.
That's
Talk about his flopping.
that's up to interpretation, your people's
It's not
perspective, and they just
interpretation. No.
that's
He is foul
people just
baiting.
choosing
He's
to
foul baiting.
hate because
I've shown you the videos,
when
bro.
other people
I've
do it,
shown you the videos. TJ, post right now. Yeah, this is a clip. Clip what I've sent. I've got a
and then clip
catalog.
my
I've got a
response. Clip my
catalog.
response because a lot of people
I've got a
don't know the
catalog.
rules of the game. A lot of people don't know the rules of the game
When the Pistons coach,
pathways
when the
and
Pistons coach
processes.
is crashing out and saying
Yeah,
that he
because they
just
lost,
wants,
they got
he
beat.
know all he wants,
All of them are sore
is the
losers.
same call. All he wants, he doesn't want to win.
Write
He doesn't want to win. We don't want to win.
Write a letter to
Look,
Silver because the press conference is not the
want
right
to
place
win.
to do it.
We don't want to win. All we want is a fair shot. As he said, that's all we want, a fair shot.
Okay.
We want the
And
same rules
the
applied.
NBA season
Yeah.
is 82 games. They complain what you showed 2 examples out of an 82 game season.
Yep, that's 2 more than
game
any
season.
That's 2 more than any other person
and
ever done,
2
bro.
is why we
Everyone
won the
hates
league
it.
because we got
Everyone
2 games
hates it.
given to us.
I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the fact that we can't defend SGA because breathing on him is a crime. Looking at him is a crime.
With the ref.
Even saying his name. It's he who shall not be named. It's he's man's running around like Voldemort. He who shall not be named. We can't even say, oh, it's a foul.
Your beef is with the ref.
No. My beef is with SGA. My beef is with SGA.
You're hating because he became the youngest player.
My beef is Silver.
No, the second youngest player to win NBA finals and the scoring title.
He didn't deserve it.
Second youngest player.
He's do you know what people have? You know Jordan is, they call him the GOAT, whatever. You know LeBron is the king. Kobe, Mamba, Shaq, unstoppable. Sorry, the most unstoppable. We're gonna have to call SGA the unethical baller. That's going to be his moniker.
The guy who had a better
that's gonna
regular
stick.
scoring season than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, of course he's going to
regular championship season regular scoring than Michael Jordan. You're gonna call him an unethical one.
If you're averaging that many free throws, you better be the highest scorer, bro. If you're averaging that many free throws, if it's a quarter of your game, of course you better get players. Titles.
Great players draw fouls. Great players get to the free throw line because it's a free throw.
Great players deserve to get to the free throw line.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And did I not explain how he deserved? Because of his skillfulness, because of how unique he is on the court, how his style of play and the stopping and starting and the angle. I could go on.
We didn't celebrate Harden for this. No matter how great he was, we didn't celebrate Harden for it.
People celebrate him.
I'm not gonna start now. I'm not gonna start now with SGA. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna move the goalposts, as you love to say. We're not gonna move the goalposts. We're not gonna move the goalposts and celebrate this guy for doing what Harden was doing and getting his scoring titles. I'm sorry. Harden changed the game.
Harden didn't win the title.
Perfected it.
Harden didn't win the title.
Got scoring titles.
Harden.
Oh, the chip.
Championship. Harden won NBA finals.
And you know why he didn't win it? And you know why he didn't? Because
he choked. He's a choker.
No.
That's
because
why. Because he can't handle the pressure. SGA showed that he could turn up on the big stage and deliver. These guys respected
the postseason. The rest respected the postseason. There was no script.
People who vote
for the scripts out the way.
Former players, current players, people from all over the league and associated with NBA, all voted for him. None of them respect the game.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. Of course they're going to give it to him.
The people who voted for him, none of them respect the game.
Of course they're going to. We gave it to Harden. Of course they're going to give it to him. It doesn't matter.
What about the finals then? What about the votes for the finals in the NBA finals?
Same thing. Of course, he was the highest scorer in the finals. If Halliburton was there and the Pacers won, they would have given it to Halliburton. So come on, of course. But the fact of the matter is that the postseason is not respected no more. You're going to see more of this horrible stop-start, wishy-washy finals where people are going to be foul baiting, diving to the floor, crying.
He's doing nothing different than what Curry does.
Don't do that.
He's
Bro,
doing nothing
Curry was wrestled to the floor. The Rockets were wrestling Curry.
To
The
what Stephen
Rockets were
Curry does.
wrestling Curry. He was not even getting no fouls. Man was getting wrestled. These guys were playing NFL with Curry. Man was getting bounced around like he was a freaking
Nothing
beating
different to
standard.
what Jamal Murray's doing when they
Oh,
won,
my
when
days.
Denver won. I
We're not
posted
doing
those
this,
clips
bro.
as well. I
We're
posted
not
those
doing
clips
this,
of the
bro.
fouling and complaining, where he was doing all sorts and he didn't get called for technicals. He didn't get called for fouls. I posted those clips. Posted the clips of
Most
Joker. So
no,
I can call for
these
them clips to
guys,
come in to be
these
posted as
guys were
well.
not fouled, but no, you're gonna get
You
one-off
said
clips like
earlier,
random
Joker's one of the
clips.
biggest flops.
I've got a clip. I've got a clip. Yeah,
You said
why
you
not?
said it earlier.
He doesn't
So
get fouls
So
because of his size. He doesn't
why is
get
Joker
fouls.
respected? And then Thingy's not SGA's
Joker
not
does
respected.
not get the same. Joker does not get the same calls as people smaller than him. Same with LeBron. LeBron is notorious. Go back and look at LeBron. I showed you that video. LeBron is the most disrespected when it comes to getting calls. Same with Joker because of their size. They don't respect it. The same thing with Shaq. But we've got a massive evidence. Shaq is a prime evidence of big guys not getting the calls because of their size. This is why Shaq complained. He was getting hacked like crap, and people were not doing anything about it because it's like he was still a foul.
Yeah,
but
I kind of agree with you with that. Sometimes big men don't, because their game is to be in the post and to be bashing about, getting inside for them easy dunks. So yeah, sometimes refs do ref them lightly, but your beef
but
is
not
with
for
the
these,
refs and
not
not
for
with
these theories.
SGA, because
No.
everything
It's
you've
with
said about
SGA.
SGA can be said about countless other point guards.
Two things can be
said
true.
about countless other point
They've
guards.
only
You can
done
say
this
about
with
Curry. You can
they've
say about
only
Murray.
done this with
You can
one
say
other
about
person. They've only done this with one other person, yeah, and that needs to be talked about more. MJ. It's the only other person where they've changed up the rule to suit this person and accelerate
Hey,
and expand, inflate his scoring. They've done it with MJ.
No, behave yourself.
They've
exactly.
done that
Guy,
with
and
them.
it's true. He does
They've
it.
done that with
These
This
man
MJ.
whole,
were
I'm surprised you're only
They've
jumping
done
in
that
now,
with
literally
TJ, because
MJ.
this guy's been
taking him
watching
out.
the
They were
whole
taking him
podcast.
out. They were taking him out.
KA,
Man was getting put
you
in a
know this.
headlock.
They changed the rules to specifically suit Jordan, bro. What are you talking about?
Because he was
Everyone knows.
they were hit Jordan
Yeah, because
rules.
that was basketball. That was
No.
basketball.
No
That
one
was basketball.
did. No one did what the Pistons did to Jordan to anybody else. Not to that extreme level. Nobody.
Yeah, why not? Why not? That was basketball.
Yeah, no,
That
don't
was
get me
basketball.
wrong. But that's why they had to change it, because it was going away from basketball. It was becoming MMA.
Yeah,
It was becoming MMA.
we loved
This
it.
different errors.
We loved
SGA
it.
thing is completely different.
It's different eras of basketball.
This SGA thing is completely different.
I know that's what makes it's different, because we've come to a bit here now where the sport was semi-contact in Jordan's time. Sorry, it was
that
full
was
contact.
full on contact.
It was
bro.
full contact before Jordan.
Yeah.
It was semi-contact when Jordan went in his prime. It's no contact now, and now you can't even breathe or look or be within 5 centimeters of SJ, or he's gonna get a free throw. Man steps into the court.
People
throws.
can't make their minds up, because when we're defending, people complain that we are allowed to get away with holding hands and making a lot of contact, but then when it's the other way around, you can't breathe on them. Make your minds up. People
What do
pick
you
and
mean?
choose the narratives that they want on
It's not
perception
narratives.
and
I'm saying that
interpretation.
we can't.
Because
I'm saying that we can't look.
you're a social media guy. That's where you get all your evidence and your
No.
narrative from. That's
No,
where you're led.
no,
So if you go on
no,
social media,
come on,
people
stop it.
complain about how
Stop it.
OKC
Stop
don't
it.
get called for their type of
Stop it.
defense.
Stop it.
Yeah, but they get called for SG gets all the free.
I love OKC's defense.
So-
OKC defense is hard defense.
Yeah,
I love
it
it.
was good.
Go
I love it.
That was actually bigger. That your defense.
I'm sorry.
was
Don't
fantastic.
think me. Yeah, you guys were number one in defense for a reason. You guys are a great defensive team, and it needs to be respected. But on the other hand, if that same defense can't work because your star player can't be touched, can't be seen, can't be looked at, as soon as he come out the dressing room, he's getting free throws. I'm sorry, then everyone else at a disadvantage, and I'm not for this. I'm not for it, bro.
Yeah, well, you can go and cry in your corner because we're the champions, bro. So you're not for this, bro.
Except your cheap ring, bro. Your ring is cheap. Your ring is cheap. Asterisk.
Man said cubic zirconia.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep on singing it from the season,
go
bro.
into the record books here and put the asterisk there.
I will. I'm gonna keep on singing. Until it becomes true, bro. I'm gonna keep on singing it. I hope next year. I hope you guys get what's coming to you. I don't want to see you guys anywhere near this freaking social media new generation degenerates, freaking bunch of freaking
the
childish.
NBA's put an initiative for nearly 10 years
freaking...
now with trying to always trying to maximize their social media and their digital footprints and
Yeah, of course.
how they get
And
wide. But
you guys are the new kids on the block, bro.
last year, all of a sudden, everyone's complaining about OKC, where people have, as you said, gimmicks all over the league. People have got names for themselves. People got nicknames. People have got slogans. People have got actions that they do whenever someone scores. Halliburton, this guy was doing this, choking when it wasn't even game 6 or it was like game 5 or something like that in the Knicks series, and he's doing the choking sign, and they nearly lost.
But they did choke. They threw away. Yeah, they did choke.
And they still nearly
because
lost to them.
the Knicks should have won that series.
Of course, remember the Knicks.
But when Halliburton's doing
two
it,
games.
It's part of his story and his journey.
I'm not talking about in-game stuff, bro. I'm not talking about in-games. People been doing that from ages. People been doing in-game stuff from ages. I'm talking about their post-game, their pre-game, their training stuff, their social media.
Halliburton again. When he had a good game, he came out in a
bro.
press conference. It was like, overrate that. Do you not think that was a clickbait moment that he was trying to like get a title on social media?
Because people were flipping onto him saying that he's overrated. We all know why he said that. He was in response to something, bro. I'm not talking about response.
It's post-season stuff, and so post-game stuff that you're complaining about.
No. What I just say? I said it's post-game, it's pre-game, it's training, them dancing, them doing stupid show speed stuff. Bro, I told you, it's the generation, bro. It's the generation where, people don't have the attention span. Anything that comes on, it just triggers their dopamine. That's what OKC is about, man. And well done. Your script was written. Well done. It's been an amazing. Hey, Oscar.
They're talented guys.
Give them an Oscar. Give them all the Oscars. They created the perfect script. This script was better than Lord of the Rings, better than Titanic. Give them the Oscars. Give them what they want. Give them everything that they need.
Now he's complaining that they're young. They're acting their age, which I even disagree with, because they show great maturity and growth for their age.
Two things can be
true. Give them all their flowers and stop trying to water down on their game and try and put down their.
I can do both. I can do both because I'm being fair.
Let them be who they are.
I'm being fair.
Let them come, and because whatever they do off the court, on the court is what really matters, and that's what I never said it was an issue. The championships.
I never said it was an issue. I said that on the court they played out, they balled out. Okay, but two things can be true, and the true thing is that
they're great.
OKC was pushed, Shea was pushed, they were supported. It's their time. We've seen it before. Normally, you have to earn it,
and they did.
Jordan earned it. LeBron had to earn it.
I listed all the achievements.
Shaq had to earn it. Everyone had to earn it, but these guys were given it.
SGA earned it.
They were given the keys to the kingdom.
NBA
handed,
and a better championship season scoring wise than MJ.
That's why you guys were amazing. Regular season, amazing.
I can go on.
I know. I said regular season, amazing.
Deserved.
But postseason, nope. Don't give me that. Don't give that.
They led all these. They led the league. They led the postseason in all these areas as well, in defense and offense.
Of course, because we can't touch SGA. That's your main guy. We can't touch him.
With the refs.
We can't touch him. Curry had to earn it. All these guys had to earn it. Shea, OKC, they did not earn it. They didn't go through the rite of passage.
Why?
Because it was scripted. Because they have.
What's the rite of passage?
The rite of passage is going through a war. Going through something that you have to overcome.
When they were like winning 24-game seasons, that they weren't going through battles and trials and tribulations.
I'm talking about this season. I'm talking about
they didn't have to fight their way out to now.
I'm talking about your winning season. I'm talking about your winning season. You have to go and
pick and choose. This is what I was talking about in the group, like moving goalposts.
It's not pick and choose.
No, it's not moving goalposts. Just talked about going through trials and tribulations and not earning it. But now when I give examples, he's saying it doesn't matter.
It's not in it. He was giving it. When you're averaging, I gave you the number. I gave you numbers. Last season, 80-something free throws. This season,
minus the free throws, he would have led the league in scoring.
Plus, given. That's why it's
minus
called
the free throws, he would have led the league in scoring.
You guys were giving it. You know more than anybody that free throw is going to affect the way people defend you, bro. When we can't touch you, when we can't even go near you, of course it's gonna
So
play in
would you not
play in the
applaud
minds of
someone then
defenders.
for perfecting their game to
No,
keep the
because we
defenders
didn't
on their
do it with
toes? He
Harden.
led the league
We
in
didn't do it with
drives.
Harden.
You hear
We
it
didn't do it with Harden.
you hear it every season.
We
Coach always say
didn't
you gotta
do
be
it.
aggressive.
We didn't do it
Be
with Harden.
aggressive. When a player
We
be's
didn't.
aggressive, they complain.
He's not being
Make it
aggressive.
make
How can you
sense.
be aggressive when he's flopping, bro?
Make it
How can you
make
be aggressive
sense.
when you're flopping, bro? People aren't touching you and
That's
you're
why I'm
getting free
asking you to
throws.
make it make sense because how can someone lead the league in driving, but then they will complain when he's
Bro,
being
all
aggressive
I'm saying,
and
I've
saying
got
he's
the
flopping?
clips, bro. We've
I've
got
got
the
the clips
clips.
too.
We've got the clips. You've
Bring
got
all the
no
Joker
clips.
clips.
You've got no
Bring
clips.
all
I've
the
got all the
Jamal
clips.
Murray clips.
You know what a
I
straw
could
man
have
argument
brought.
is? You know what a straw man is? This is what's weakening your argument. You keep on doing straw man. I'm talking about
Do you know what
SJ.
Water Boy is?
I'm talking about
Do you know what the
SJ.
Towel Boy is? The kit
I'm
man.
talking
That's
that's
the
about
arguments he's
SJ.
bringing.
You're talking about
He's the guy
Joker.
that wipes
I'm
the
talking
floor
about SJ. You're
when
talking
someone
about
falls
flipping
over.
Murray.
I'm running.
I'm talking about SJ. You're talking about LeBron. I'm talking about SJ. You're talking about whoever.
No, because you got a tunnel
Let's stop
vision.
bringing up strawmen.
I'm giving
Let's
you
focus
examples. I'm
on
giving you examples
SJ.
where people
Oh my
I'm giving you
gosh.
examples where other great players, other
Your
great
examples are
point
strawmen
guards
because you keep bringing
or
individual. You keep
championship
bringing
win.
up
But
individual.
no, I'm giving you players who are on championship winning teams and on their championship winning seasons. That's the example. That's the point that you guys are missing because
you're giving me
tunnel visioned. That's the point that you guys are missing
you're
because
giving me
these
individual
players
moments,
were
bro.
on their winning seasons, no one complained.
Because they were one-offs. It would be like 1 in 3 games, 1 in 2,
One-offs.
1 in 4 games, one-off. This
One-offs.
guy's getting it
One-offs.
every single game.
You
A
gave
quarter
two
of his
examples of
scoring
coaches
is
complaining
free throws.
in an 82 game season.
Of course, that's 2 more than any other person. You've never seen it before. People crashing
Okay, minus
out.
those 2 games, 80 games. Still having the
Bro,
best record in the league.
we're talking about crush out, and we're not talking about a coach here that just came after that game. This has been he was complaining about season long that no team is getting the same calls. No team. We're talking about the Nuggets coach complaining about the same thing. No team is getting the same calls. We're seeing it in game. We're seeing it in game in the exact same sequence. We're seeing it, and you're saying, "Oh, Joker, 10 years ago, flipping someone scratched his
No, because
balls."
Joker, you're saying the same game, yeah? Joker, the same game.
Man.
He's
Come
trying
off
to
it.
win the same foul because he's like, okay, refs. He's calling out the refs. You think the refs are gonna give him a foul, or when he's literally jumped in the play just to exaggerate a point? That's not a
He
foul.
did not jump
That's
into
an
the player.
offensive
It was
foul.
the same
He should have been
foul.
called for
It was
them
the
for
same
that.
foul.
He
Oh
should have
my
been
God.
called for that offensive foul because he's
now
trying to win it. That's foul baiting. So
now
he's seen
you're
that's the
defending wrong.
definition of what you're saying
Now
that
you're
SGA did.
you're defending wrong,
He's
bro.
seen one person get a
Now you're
foul
defending
and he's
wrong.
gone and done the exact same foul. So he's
Now
mimicked
you're
the foul to get a foul to make a point. Is that
I
not
would
foul
respect
baiting?
you.
Is
I
that
would
not
respect
DJ?
you
Is that
if
not
you
foul
came
baiting?
up.
Listen to
I would
listen to what
respect
he
you.
said. Listen,
I
and
would
think about the
respect
example.
you.
He saw SGA get a foul in the same sequence and not get it because he saw SGA get the foul and then he went and did the same foul. So he consciously made the decision to go and do that. Is that not foul baiting?
The same
Is that
foul happened, and
intentional
the same foul
trying to draw
happened,
a
and he
foul?
didn't get it because he is not SGA. He is not
Because yeah,
SGA.
see,
I'm telling you.
there's no factual explanation of
If
why he didn't get the foul. Because he tried to get it, he foul baited.
If Joker had
That's
a
why he
wife,
didn't get the foul.
a snow bunny
But because it's SGA, oh my God, the world is ending.
from America,
But because it's Joker,
trust me,
he
he'll
don't
get the same foul.
Let's all cry.
Man
Let's all cry.
said,
Because he didn't have a
Dr.
snow
Umar,
bunny.
bro.
Because he didn't have a snow bunny from America, he's not gonna get it. Because he's not, America's sweetheart, he's not gonna get it. We all know what's going on
Even
here.
that doesn't make
script,
sense.
The script's being written.
Listen to what he said, yeah?
Being written.
I know.
Bam, we're going in on it.
Do you know what doesn't make sense? Because SGA is Canadian.
I'm not
SGA is
talking about
Canadian.
Exactly. Where's this girl from? Is she Canadian too?
He's
We have to
Canadian.
search that up. But you know what I'm talking about.
We know what we're talking about.
Bro, Yeah, you know what we're talking about, but I don't want to go into full detail because they'll cancel me. But you know what we know, you know what kind of playbook this is written from, bro. If he had LeBron's wife or something, he ain't getting those calls, bro. He ain't getting those calls. We know this, bro. If he had LeBron's wife, he ain't getting those calls, bro.
If it's all scripted, they wouldn't have he wouldn't have ever had a ring if that's the route that
Who
you're
would never
going
had a
down.
ring? Who would
LeBron.
never had a ring?
LeBron.
Nah, come on. Because LeBron was actually goated, okay? LeBron had to scratch and claw and fight to get his ring, bro. We saw that game 6, bro. That was a true game. And still getting fouls, still getting no calls. But guess what? We fight through it. Not this little bloody
An SGA where the games were in the
foul
Pacers where they
baiter,
were down by
freaking
10,
falling on the
12,
floor. I
15
don't hear
points.
that, bro.
And
The
he
way he
led the
gets
team
back,
in the fourth quarter.
yeah, by falling over, bro. I'm not having it, bro.
To win the game.
I think the fourth quarter, man was averaging
Moving
4
goalposts.
Man was averaging
That's it. The
4,
goalposts are just
was going to the line
shifting.
4
Now he's talking
times in the
about like
final quarter.
snow
3 or
bunnies and
4
like
times in the
and
fourth
like
quarter.
husband and wives and all that.
It all plays into
Shifting
it.
goalposts. Like, what are you talking about?
Into it. It all
What are
plays
you
into
talking
it.
about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Like, this
Don't
is the
even try.
WWE, man. Like, you got like
know
Hunter
what I'm
Helmsley's in the
talking.
background, like saying, "Now say this, now
You
fall
know
over."
what I'm
Like,
talking about, bro.
you got Anna Deck, like saying,
It's
"Now laugh."
it's
Like,
undeserved. I would respect you more, yeah, if you shamelessly just
but I
accepted
don't
it
need to
and
because I
just be
come up
like,
with
yeah.
facts. That's
What fuck you have not dropped one fact. You haven't dropped one fact. You haven't dropped one fact. Oh, SJ done this. SJ done this. SJ done. You haven't even
These are
addressed
facts.
you haven't addressed his foul baiting. You haven't addressed
These are
his stopping.
facts.
All you've
I
been doing is
addressed
bringing
it.
up
I told you,
strawmans. You
remove the
bringing
foul
up
baiting,
strawmans.
and he still leads the league in scoring.
And what I say,
That's
in response to that.
addressing it.
So are you telling
That's
me,
addressing the
you're
free throws.
so
Remove
you're
his free
telling me,
throws.
yeah,
That is so that he's like so egregious that he foul baited.
Why do people find Harden so hard to defend? Because they knew the ref was gonna blow every time they looked at Harden, and we didn't accept it. You're the one moving the goalpost because we're on the same thing where you have destroyed Harden. Yeah, we destroyed Harden.
I haven't
Where you
even
don't
mentioned
like
Harden once.
No, I'm not
mentioned
talking. I'm not
Harden
talking
once
about this one. I'm talking about back in the day. In previous one, you destroyed Harden for the same thing. But no, because SJ is your golden boy.
No,
you want to defend it.
no,
Bro,
because
stop defending wrong, bro. You look like the enemy.
No, I've said, yes, some of his calls are questionable. But what my argument is that you always miss and say that, oh, I'm always champion SGA. It's not. I'm saying remove your rose-tinted tunnel vision glasses and acknowledge that other people get those foul calls as well. It's not just
not at
SGA.
The same clip.
It's
part
of the game. It's
not
part
at
of the game.
clip.
Unfortunately,
we're not doing this. It's not
and
the same
beef
clip.
is with the refs.
No.
That's
My
where
beef
is.
My beef with the
but
script
because
maker.
OKC are in the spotlight, they're gonna hone in on the OKC players. Next season, whoever wins the title, they're gonna be their best players gonna be public enemy number one.
Yeah, if because they're gonna probably copy SGA tactics. But look, we're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna let the audience.
I ain't agreeing to disagree because
we're gonna let the crowd.
Just haters.
We're gonna let the crowd decide. We're gonna let our viewers decide.
And SGA.
I know I've
made my point.
I know I've made my point.
I know I've made my point, and I know
I'm gonna hold my ground. I'm the real MVP of this conversation.
And I'm gonna say that fake SGA was the real MVP of this conversation and of the season. See, we can all talk, but what does it even mean? You can talk. Any truth. What does it even mean? But what's factual is that SGA is the MVP. Better championship season than Jordan scoring wise, led the league in so many areas, and it is what it is.
Asterisks.
Stew in your head because he's the champion, baby. Championship team's got the ring and a real. So asterisk all you want, SGA, baby. SGA.
I've seen my Spurs win multiple championships, so I am happy. Okay,
be happy.
I'm happy. I've got nothing to hate about. I've got nothing to hate about. I've seen Spurs win multiple championships. I've got nothing to hate about.
And now I know how it feels. We've got one too, and now I know, and I'm just as happy as you are.
Even Rash has seen Toronto get a chip. Everyone's seen their team get a chip, bro. No one's hating, bro.
What's that even mean anyway? What's this got to do with the price of milk?
Because you're saying that we're hating. What are we hating for? We seen our team win chips,
on SGA. It's not about the team.
I'm
You're
not
hating on
hating on
SGA.
SGA, bro. I'm not.
You're
I'm
hating on
not hating on
SGA.
SGA.
Everyone's hating on
I've
SGA.
got nothing to hate about. I love to see
Man,
up and coming.
you say you got nothing to hate about. Where you just
I
went on
love
a
to see up and
soliloquy.
coming play. I
You was
love to
up on
see
your soapbox
I love to see
talking
up and
about
coming players
SGA foul
come
baiting,
and
flopping, blah
play
blah blah
and
blah
show
blah.
what they're doing. But I'm not gonna accept
Put
because we
away
didn't
the
accept
violin, man.
we didn't accept it
Put
from
away the
Harding.
violin. You sound like a
We're
Chelsea
not
fan
gonna
right now,
accept
man.
it from SGA.
I was thinking, is Rash on this call? Or is Rishi on this call right now? Like, that's what I was just wondering. Like,
No, I think we need to wrap up. We've been going 45 minutes, bro. I think this is what
People,
TJ wanted.
people, look, listen. I told you. I told you. That was
this guy is just
pure entertainment on my part. No. I wasn't
just
getting involved, bro.
SGA is just like, I'm sure he's their poster, but I'm sure he's got a poster of SGA on his wall, like saying, I love you not, I love you not. Like,
Man said throwing darts and all sorts. But listen, people, listen. I'm gonna leave you to respond to that because that was prime time. I enjoyed watching that. I felt like I was watching it. I felt like I was watching the poddy, even though I'm on it, because that was brilliant. But I think from my perspective, I get both sides. I think from the truth perspective, I've seen the clips. I've seen it in some of the games with SGA, and like I said, he's bending the rules.
Clips. You need to show a whole sequence. You can clip a moment. You can clip at any moment in the whole process and the sequence.
Bro, we're not talking about clips, bro. We're not talking about clips. I'm talking about I'm talking about an entire TV show, bro. I'm talking about an entire series.
Well,
Bro, there's season 1,
you were
there's
posting
season
clips.
2, there's season
post
3,
the full
there's
game.
season
Post
4,
the full
5,
game then.
6,
You were posting
7,
clips.
8.
You and
Bro,
another
it's come like what's that show that had
was
loads of
posting
seasons?
clips
Freaking
saying,
The Wire.
"Oh,
We've got
this is
loads of
why
seasons, bro.
social media fans posting clips saying this is why SGA is free for merchant or whatever you guys want to call it. Post clips, show the whole sequence, show where he got fouled, he got
We just showed
stepped
that.
on the
What are
leg,
you
he got
talking about?
swiped on the arm. All these
Oh
different things.
my
You're missing.
gosh.
You're showing clips where it's not focusing on the right thing. That's why I said in the group, people don't know the rules of
Oh
the game.
my gosh.
But anyway,
Bro,
sorry.
we know when someone is foul baiting. We know when someone isn't. Stop it, bro. Because the same clips were the same way that you were ripping Harden about. Everyone was ripping Harden about. Stop it, man. Let's not do this. Stop being shameless.
It's true. We were ripping Harden for it, and I understand where the truth is coming from. But at the same time, that's why I said he bends the rules until they can't be bent no more. Because Mr. K has a point. You can hold SGA accountable from a personal perspective and from a moral compass standpoint of what he's doing. You can hold him accountable from that part. But if the referees are letting him get away with it, he's going to continue to get away with it, just like Harden did until the ref said no more and noise was made about it. And I think the difference here is that not enough noise been made about it yet, not to the level that it was made about Harden. So until it gets to that, I think he's going to continue to get the calls. And I don't blame him in one sense, because if you can get away with it, why not? People are going to do that because everyone wants to find that extra percent to get the edge and win. But at the same time, from a moral standpoint, I wouldn't want it hanging over me that people think I'm foul baiting, I'm a cheat. I don't think personally I could take that. But SGA seems like he can sleep at night and he can turn around and say I'm doing nothing wrong because no refs are calling it.
When you know the truth and you know you're secure in yourself, you don't need to be worried about what people say.
Which is a point. But listen,
Shameless, bro.
I'll let you lot in the comments
I don't
decide.
understand where this shameless stuff comes from, because I'm not rubbing in like.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this. What helps people sleep at night. Shamelessness is the new cool, bro. People say all the time, "Yep, I'm gonna be shameless."
Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I hate it. I hate the way
people do hate watches. People are shameless. We're in the shameless generation.
I get it. I hate the way what football fandom has become in so many other sports, but that's a whole nother poddy.
That is indeed. We did have another part, but we're not going to do that because that's going to take too much time, because that's going to be another debate. But
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to bounce because
we're wrapping up now. We're wrapping up now anyway. But
let us stay on the talk, man. Man, no one's there anymore.
Kay, from your perspective, obviously we're going into the new season. Are we seeing a repeat from OKC. Obviously, there's still movement to happen in the NBA. But when you look at everything right now, do you believe that OKC has all the tools to repeat?
Oh, absolutely. Short and sweet, man. Why not?
I love this way this guy's just so confident that they can do it. Truth, from your perspective, who do you
Why
see?
wouldn't I be confident that we can do it?
I know I'm not saying that you wouldn't. You just said it like, yeah, of course. Truth, from your perspective, who do you see challenging them? Obviously, Celtics look like they're going to be disbanded because they've got salary cap issues and Tatum's out. Obviously, Halliburton's out for Indiana. We don't know what Steph's going to come back and be like. Lakers have a lot of pieces to put together before they can do anything. From your perspective, who do you see challenging OKC next season?
I could see, depending on how LeBron is actually, I can see OKC. I can see Lakers being their closest challengers. OKC are still going to be the team to beat. As you said, they've still got so much space. I know their cap space. They're going to have to put people in new contracts and everything. But in terms of their squad, their team is solid. Their team is more or less the strongest out of everyone in the NBA. So I wouldn't and obviously we know, they've got the refs on their side. We know they're going to try to turn SGA into the new Jordan. So they've got to repeat on their side. But Lakers, especially Aiton, is an interesting pickup.
We needed a big.
You need a big, but the lights are very bright in LA, and he's not someone that responds to those bright lights very well, as we've seen. So it's interesting to see how he's gonna handle that.
Not the Nuggets. Nuggets
have a lot of work to do with their new coach. They've got a lot of work to do with their new coach. If they get the right pieces,
and if they get the rest on their side.
To be honest though, maybe again, if Gordon doesn't get hurt, maybe they win that game 7 as well. If Gordon wasn't hurt versus OKC, but it's neither here nor there.
Why OKC won?
No, I'm saying maybe. I'm just saying maybe, but they've got the pieces to have a long run. But at the moment, I think Lakers going to be the only challenge. No one from the East is looking.
East is wide open now.
Even the Cavs. Maybe the Cavs might have a season where
the biggest disappointment in the postseason.
Yeah, they were. The lights were too bright for them, but maybe next year they come again. But to be honest, I'm very surprised that Mitchell didn't have a. Mitchell didn't carry. He should have carried that team. To be honest, he should have done a bit more. He should have done a bit more for me. But yeah, I think Lakers are going to be their only challenge for next season, if it clicks. Because as I said, Doncic, especially a fit Doncic, I want to see a prime Doncic play. I think he's chip material. He's there to carry them. Golden State.
What about your Spurs?
Not yet. We're a few pieces away from being the team, because we know Wemby is the future MVP.
This Wemby's out here scoring free kicks and doing all sorts on the football pitch.
This guy, as Rash said, is a unicorn. When he gets the pieces around him, then boy, oh boy.
Yeah, but we'll be done with LeBron by then, so he'll be in a Lakers jersey.
Yeah, come off it, bro. Come off it, bro. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But no, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I plan to hopefully get into the playoffs next year. But we do need the pieces around Wemby. We got decent support right now. But
you got CP3. CP3 is at what? CP3 is there.
He's done, bro.
I know it's his last season, but obviously pure point guard. What's the other guy? The one you got from Kings, Sacramento.
Oh, Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox is there.
Yeah, so Fox was a really good pickup. But we still need a few pieces around to get the best out of Wemby's game. But yeah, I think. What you guys think about Rockets? I know you mentioned them before with KD there. I don't think it makes a difference.
Obviously, they were what number 2 seed in the regular season. I think KD going there gives them the experience. And I think that's going to be massive for them in the postseason. I think you saw the inexperience show
Yeah.
in the playoffs. I think KD going there. Obviously, as I said, KD still averaging brilliant numbers in terms of scoring. I think he gives them that push, not necessarily to win the chip, but definitely to get past the first round, and could potentially cause a problem for some teams. I think it's a good pickup for them personally. I think it's good for them. And the thing is, the young pieces that they got around them, where even if they only get 2-3 years out of KD, the wealth of experience and knowledge that he has, that he'll give to those players, and trying to get them deep runs into the playoff season, I can only see it as a positive.
Who did they give up though? Did they not give up one of their prime defenders? Did they not give up one of them one of their Twin Towers defenders?
I can't remember now. Because they got what's his name? They got Schengen, who everyone's talking about is going to be like the next guy. But I can't remember who they gave up. It's off. I can't remember in my head. But I think it's still all right for them. I think they'll be all right, and definitely will be a threat in the postseason. But yeah, in terms of winning it, I don't think they're there yet. KD is not enough. But I think bar OKC, I think everything else is, as I said, in the East is open, and we still don't know what Giannis is going to do yet. Even though obviously he's still under contract. He's still under contract.
Where he goes, or if he goes, is going to make a massive difference.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. So that's what everyone's waiting on.
I heard Dame might leave though.
Now he's left. Dave waived his contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So where's Dame going?
Well, he's injured. He's out again. So
he's out as well.
He's trash anyway, man. Doesn't matter where he goes, man. Always been trash. Takes the most ill-advised shots.
You're just hating, bro.
You want to talk about gimmicks and like goofiness.
You're just hating, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. This is why I said the East is so open, because Tatum's out, Halliburton's out, Dame's obviously left the Bucks. Like it should be on paper prime time for the New York Knicks.
But then they went and
to get to the
head
finals.
Coach, so it's gonna be
that Mike Brown, bro. That's why I don't believe in him. I don't believe in him, bro. Like that guy, wherever that guy goes, he loses. Like
wait, no one's giving it. Is it not time? Is it not time for Ant-Man to?
Nah, I don't think he's ready yet.
Nah,
he's not ready yet.
How long does he need? He is an individual, but the pieces around him. I don't think so. He can't get part. They can't get. OKC right now is going to be difficult. I think me personally, depending on what else we do in the postseason, I can agree with the truth in terms of we might be a threat. But right now, looking at what everybody has, I think it's only Denver that can do anything against them, and that's with everybody fully fit. That can hurt OKC. So as I said, and it's just looking positive. Oh yeah, Clippers.
You know what? The joke is, Clippers are just always dangerous, but I think they're gonna blow that up.
They have to, bro. Like obviously, Harden already again putting in another stinker in the Game 7.
I'm not gonna lie, Kawhi as a pickup for somebody. Wow.
I don't even know how much he really cares anymore, man. Like,
yeah, but he can still give you.
No, but the biggest joke is like he didn't miss. Compared to what we're used to, he didn't miss that many games. That's not through injury. And when he played, he played.
I know.
When he played, he played.
So
he's still got it. I mean, if I could get him over to the other side, trust me, put LeBron at Clippers, I would, bro.
This guy, LeBron's not going nowhere, man.
No, unfortunately, bro. I thought we were definitely getting rid of him this season. I thought Wemby was going to be our pickup this season.
So when Bronny comes through, then
Bronny's not coming through nowhere, bro.
He's gonna have a great summer league.
Yeah, let him have a summer league, bro. G League is where he belongs. At this moment in time, the NBA's too much for him. It's too much too soon for him. But listen, people, look. We're gonna wrap it up there. It has been entertainment. I have to say that. It's been a brilliant show. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Let us know what you think about OKC's first chip. Were you delighted for them? Were you against it? Let us know what you think about SGA. Is the truth right? Is he ruining basketball? Is he as he said, the
It's like
master
one guy
beater.
came and ruined
Is
basketball.
SGA that guy, or is Mr. KA right? Is it the refs to blame? Are there other players that do it? Is SGA only being called out because he's got cane rows? Like, we need to know the answer to this. Is the truth right? Is it because SGA is going against Dr. Umar as to why as to why and also let us know what you think about next season. Is it going to be a repeat for OKC? Do you see the Lakers doing something? The Spurs, the Clippers, the Nuggets in the East, who you got is so open. Is it the next time in the East? We want to hear from you. And as usual, before we go, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, and at the same time, share. We are here, and don't forget to join our social media pages as well. Links are in the description. I've missed these guys. I can't lie. I've missed these guys. I cannot lie. I want to say thank you very much to The Truth and Mr. KA. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Pleasure, man. Love being back.
Listen,
It's been good.
Happy to have you guys back. Coming up, people, listen, I said, I got them both here, but unfortunately, as usual, all the Arsenal fans are running away from the poddy. It's like they're never going to come back until Mike L wins something.
No, listen, I'm on sabbatical for a time being because this Madueke thing is starting to get under my skin.
Dude,
so I need to take
I'm gonna
some time out.
Don't please.
But listen, ST and I already said we're not talking football. We've got no interest in football. We're off season. But coming up, we will have the preview for the big fight next week between Dubois and Usyk. Definitely we'll have ST and 2 back for that, along with the Mandem. Also coming up, depending on what happens at Wimbledon, we may bring Tennis Talk back. We need to. We've only done one. It was brilliant. So we may bring that back as well. And I know, people, we have promised you Nostalgia Talk. It will be coming. Tooth needs to answer for his crimes against a certain cartoon show. So we'll definitely be doing that. And I'll be back with and The Truth and Tooth again for another Nostalgia Talk where we're going to be talking hip-hop as well. We've been promising you that for years, and we will get that done. We're going to try and get all of this done before the new football season that nobody wants to talk about. But people, listen, stay safe out there, be safe, and we shall see you very, very soon. Peace.